come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Gun. Shot. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On first down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
He'll buy some time right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, York on now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the 2nd part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. Steps away to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! T. Higgins, 32 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of... Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
On one, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium
how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Elliott, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Watson. And this one's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 38, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First target, first catch, and a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On third down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This complete to David Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
To throw, Watson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
That's complete to Chase. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Bengals,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.